Moonfall sees a mysterious force knock the moon from its orbit around Earth and send it hurtling on a collision course with life as we know it. This is directed by Roland Emmerich, who also co-wrote the screenplay, and it hit theaters all the way back in February. And it sees him in his comfort zone, which is the disaster movie, usually making films about end-of-world scenarios, sometimes in the most ridiculous ways possible. Now, similar to many of the Master of Disaster's other films, like Independence Day and The Day After Tomorrow, this is a spectacle-filled, overblown, action-packed adventure that, despite characters making these grand speeches about these things with world-ending consequences, does require a fair amount of suspension of disbelief, especially given how this tries explaining away something like the moon falling. A lot of conversations used to justify how something like this can even happen will all feel like mumbo-jumbo, especially in the way the film legitimizes conspiracy theorists, given one of our three central heroes is one. And while a lot of the dialogue is totally absurd, I have to admit, I had a good bit of fun with this. There was just something that put a smile on my face in the way you had Patrick Wilson and Halle Berry speak with such conviction regarding how the moon could be knocked out of its orbit, or sometimes talking about the moon like it's a character of its own, kind of similar in The Day After Tomorrow, where you had these point of view shots of climate change coming after our protagonists. A lot of people will call this horrible as a result of some of what's spewed, but it felt to me like everyone kind of knew what sort of movie they were in and just rolled with it. The dialogue isn't exactly Oscar-winning material, but I also don't think it was necessarily the clunkiest. And with every line being delivered with such a booming confidence, even through some of the silliest things, it's hard to just not crack a smile. The only one who's purposely trying to offer comedic relief is John Bradley as the conspiracy theorist who joins Wilson and Berry on their mission. And while he was pretty funny, honestly, I enjoyed everyone here. There was still enough of a charm to everyone that they managed to make this work. Now, if you're going into this movie trying to take it completely seriously, then I'm sorry to say, you definitely will be disappointed. The character development for everyone is minimal, with a lot of characters just happening to have some deep-sealed personal stakes in this mission, though usually just circling back to some generic storyline about helping their family or trying to be more heroic or something along those lines. And when it comes to the actual stakes of the situation, I don't think Emmerich really fully captures the full scope of such literal earth-shattering events such as this. There's really no exploration of humanity or society in the face of something this catastrophic or anything like that, with the film instead just staying honed in on our three leads as if it were a more contained story, which in and of itself is kind of funny. But if you're looking for something meaningful out of this, you've definitely come to the wrong place. Though Moonfall honestly just made for some dumb fun, and for what it was, I had a good enough time with it. It's certainly void of logic, and the gravity of the situation, no pun intended, doesn't feel all that encompassing, but if you're looking for something you can just turn your brain off to and have a decent enough time with, I think this gets the job done. Moonfall gets a 6.5 out of 10. So let me know, did you see Moonfall, or are you planning to see it, and what are your thoughts? Is this one of your favorite Roland Emmerich movies, and do you have a favorite disaster movie? Let me know in the comments below so we can discuss. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and share it, and for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching everyone, and keep having fun with film.